Hey guys, in this video, let me explain about the insertion at the end algorithm. Okay, insertion an element at the end. Okay, let me manipulate the same code. Okay, I guess I have saved it somewhere. Yes, yeah. So here, this code is for insertion at the beginning, which we have written in the previous videos. Okay, let me manipulate this code for insertion at end. Okay, so okay, create a new node and get the value and all. But just delete this core algorithm. Okay, you don't. These two lines, you know, it paves the way for making the new element as the first node. Okay, so just delete these two lines and manipulate this algorithm to suit for the insertion at the end. Okay, so yeah, this space I'll leave this space so that I can write some code in it. Okay, so I have the new node here and I just want to want it as an end node, right? So what you have to do, I told you, you have to run a loop first. Okay, you have to run a loop and go to the last element. Okay, first of all, let me have temp1 to be start. So temp1 will have the value start now, and you have to run the loop. And this is the way to run the loop to go to the last element, to go until the last element. Okay, and next equal to null, you go up until the last element. You just have to jump all the elements. This loop will do. Okay, so it will jump all the jump element by element and node by node. And if the last node is encountered, this is the condition for last node, right? Last node, the next field should be null. If that is encountered, then stop the loop and temp1 will be holding the value of the last node. Okay, so last node is very important here, guys. Now then only you can insert an element at the end, right? So last node is very important. Okay, then it's very simple. Temp1 of next should point to the new node. Very simple, right? That's it. Then you again make temp1 to point to the start, because we are using that to display all the elements. So you again make the temp1 to point to start. It is not necessary. Okay, temp1 is just a temporary variable. Okay, so what we are basically doing here is we are using a loop to iterate up to the last element, last node, and the last node of the next field of the last node should point to the new node, and new node now will become the last node, and the next field of the last node is no longer null. It is pointing to the new node, and the next field of new node will be having null, because we are not declaring it, we are not writing it. Anyway, by default it will be having null only. Okay, no worries. Let me run this code and check what happens. Number of nodes is 3. Values are 10, 20 and 30. Enter the value, which is 40, and yeah, you got 40 at the end. So this is insertion at the end. Okay, I hope it is clear, and thanks a lot for watching. Okay, the last element I'll have null. Okay, so this looks more perfect, right? Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and in the next video we'll implement deletion, I mean insertion after a specific node. All right, so thanks a lot.